In this video, I will offer new insight on whether a living language of today can indeed unlock one of the earliest written down languages of our world, if not the earliest. A language that already long died even in the times of Ashurbanipal of Assyria. Scholars the world over generally assume that translations for Sumerian tablets have been well and truly completed, but not in my book, literally. So, in this video, I'm going to demonstrate what I mean by choosing just one out of many Sumerian tablets unearthed in the famous library of Ashurbanipal, excavated in 1847 by archaeologist Sir Austin Henry Layard. The 5,000-year-old epic I have chosen to demonstrate the new Sotho-Tswana transliteration key is called the Enuma Elish, taken from the first few words in this otherwise untitled text, consisting of 7 tablets, each with about 160 lines. Here, we look only at the first 18 lines of tablet 1, because what the ancient scribes say here is radically different from present scholarly translations, and is enough to overturn many assumptions we previously held. But there's one major thing we first need to know about all the earliest languages of the earliest civilizations that suddenly popped up along the 33rd parallel, aspects of which scholars are not fully aware of. In Sumerian, Akkadian, Egyptian, and much later Hebrew, certain vowels were deliberately omitted. This appears to confirm the suspicion that writing was influenced by the same original set of people or culture, most likely the Sumerians themselves, as they were the first. That part scholars know. But why did they do this? That part scholars don't know. It was certainly not because they lacked ink or writing material. As we will soon find out when we retranslate the Enuma Elish, Sumerians did this because they wanted to create multiple parallel stories using the very same letters or symbols, a remarkable feat difficult to emulate even today. For example, my retranslation of the Enuma Elish here in this video is the very same story as in my book, Appendix 2, using the very same text, but the letters can be made to sound different and convey a different parallel meaning that says the same story in a different way. Wow. Before I give you the Enuma Elish as never told before, to ensure a seamless understanding of the story directly from Akkadian, a short 2-minute background is necessary to help clarify 4 basic keywords used therein. And these are Tiamat, Ki, Shu or Mishu, and Mu, sometimes called Lahamu. Here is the gist of the story. From the dark depths of space, a yet unnamed intruder is making its ominous way towards planet Earth, ostensibly called Tiamat in the story. Helpless or unprepared, the Eli, that is, the gods, suffer devastation as the intruder smites the planet. The gods are rattled. Nervously, they wait to see if the intruder will return. It does. This time, they have prepared Mishu spacecraft to vacate the doomed planet if necessary. When there seems no way of avoiding the intruder, they scramble for their last resort, the various deposits of Mishu, and batch upon Lucky Bash escapes planet Earth for Mu, evidently Mars, in a series of tight roll calls as space on board was limited. Everyone, especially the gods, are hopeful. But when the last mission does not answer their distress calls that the intruder is now at hand, it was tears and trauma for the gods when they realized that their own kind had also left them behind. This is the story contained in the first 18 lines of the Enuma Elish. Enuma Elish ilana nabo hose amamo. Shashapa lishe ama matomo hushuma la sakarata. Aphosuma, aphazama, apapashu, omamarisha, atusa o shuon. Mo ho oma mutiamata, me o mo aleleta, atiki mirushu ono. Me mishu noishi ete nishi kukuma. Ke paralla kie ese se rususaa alashuyo. Enuma Eli anelashu pu homanama. Shu ho uma la sukuru shemata la shi imu. Ebe babano homa ilane kiripha shu ono shono. Ilu lahamu elate lahamu hushuta pu hoshu humu isaisaka ho. Hadiri puo ishiho. Ana sha hailu. Huki esha arabe babano hu eli. Shono ataho. O ruri e kukume. O husisi pu shanateha. Ilua no mapile shu. No shanenane. Abeshu. Ana sha hailu. Ana huma apukala shu. Mashashile mha. Uile o hano. Umothamatamishi lashu. O hulete. Ile o. Uno hutimi moto. Ilu uno hutimi moto shabe. Shu shishalete. Shu onu hushio. Apalaka. O husenne ha. Sisi. Imu. Kana apukala. So in this video, I've demonstrated beyond all doubt the credentials of Sotho-Tswana to unravel Akkadian, and you can be assured that it can do the same with Sumerian. In fact, as my upcoming Dictionary of Proto-Language Terms aims to show, Sotho-Tswana is quite likely the same original universal language that was scrambled during the Tower of Babel incident recalled in Genesis 10, a real event explained in greater detail in my ebook, The Lord's Secret Timetable. Indeed, my budding dictionary unravels the scrambling techniques the so-called gods used not very far into the foundation of the first civilizations. Very briefly, who were these gods and why did they do this? It looks like long, long ago, certain very advanced humans we once called gods claimed to originate from the sky, the heavens, whereas the Enuma Elish clearly shows that they merely abandoned Earth in a time of planetary catastrophe eons ago, only to much later come down as divine beings from the heavens. So, alarmed by the common people's effort to build a tower whose top will reach the heavens so that they too can be like the gods. The gods decided to act. It's a crude launch tower today, maybe a real sham tomorrow, they nervously calculated. So the tower for Mishu was brought tumbling down. Using Sotho-Tswana as the unlocking key, my dictionary represents a new kind of Babel project that will recreate this ostensibly lost universal language, and you can join in this effort through my website. This scrambling, duly unpacked, we will find that we all speak one basic founding language that we can quite easily revisit. Remember, it is always darkest before dawn. In these difficult times of COVID-19 and its increasingly dangerous new strains, and just as John signaled to us in Revelation, for details see my blog at my website, these are all signs of endgame times. But it is right at this time that a new birth is realized. And this is the ancient message of hope imparted by Jesus and John. So, let us join hands together and build a new Jerusalem, one descending from heaven and having the shape of a cube, signifying that, like eternal truth, it remains the same whichever way you turn it. The glorious time that John and Jesus envisaged is now at hand. May this new spirit of truth not find you unprepared and wanting.